Here we are, and welcome back to the channel. And in this video on GT7, we're going to show you how to earn 1.2 million credits at Watkins Glen. So go over to World Circuits, and we stay in Americas, come across to Watkins Glen, and we come down to your circuit experience. We've got 1.2 million credits waiting for you at Watkins Glen on the long course. So to break this down for you, we've got 3 sectors and a 1 lap attack. Slightly longer lap this one at 1 minute 47.5 seconds to achieve gold. We're going to go through and break down all the sectors for you, breaking points, turning references to help you achieve these credits. So as you can see from this menu, if your friends have already completed this challenge, you can see there in the top right corner, this is what we're going to try and do. So we're going to try and beat our friends. You can see we've got 11.542 to beat. That's the time set there by Galaxy. So you're ready, press start, and away we go. Only one corner in this sector. Brake balance we're going to put down to +5. For this one we're looking at 300 board on the left hand side. We'll brake in just as we get to that, or maybe slightly after. Brake in a straight line. We stay in third gear. You can cut quite a bit of this curb on the inside. We're very, very careful on the throttle. And you can use a lot of curb on the exit as well. So we come across the line for an 11.534. So we'll see where that puts us and our friends ranking. Just about beating Galaxy to the top there. We're very close. We come across to exit, and we're going to have a look on sector 2. So this one is a 42.5 second sector to achieve gold. And this is the famous bus stop that we're coming to now. Quite difficult in these racing hard tyres, but we're looking for that 300 board on the left hand side. As we get level with that, we're going to hit the brakes. Try and cut as much of this on the inside as you can. Drop down to 4th gear. And try and stay on the inside as much as you can. Really easy to get track limits on the bus stop. So when you get level with the start of this curb, around about there, we can have a little dab with the brakes just to make sure the front end bites. And as you can see this pole, as we get level with that, we're around about here. That's our kind of reference for acceleration. Run as wide as you can on the exit without going too wide. As you can see in the distance, we've got the 200 board. We're going to brake in before we reach that 200 board. We're going to come down to 2nd gear. Again, it's a nice banked corner. We're going to accelerate in 3rd gear. Use all the track on the exit. This downhill section now. We're looking for that 2nd Gran Turismo board, the one in the middle. As we get level with that, we're going to hit the brakes. It's kind of a really late apex. We're going to come down to 2nd gear. Let the car just roll in. You're going uphill, so you can release the brakes quite early. But if you look at the throttle, be really, really careful on the throttle. This car wants to kill you when it hits top revs. So be very careful on the accelerator. Come across for gold and a 41.137 for sector 2. Come over to exit and looking at sector 3, the final sector, at 39.8 seconds for gold. So a few tricky corners to go on Watkins Glen. As we look at the left hand side, approach that 200 board on the left. As we get level with that, we're going to hit the brakes. Again, try and brake in straight line for as long as you can. Go down to 2nd gear, but we are going to accelerate in 3rd. Again, be very careful in the accelerator. Use all the curb on the exit. On the right hand side, looking at the 100 board, but this one we want to be braking before we reach the 100 board. And as you turn in, this is off camber, really tricky corners to get right. But come off those brakes and the car rotating nicely. But just keep an eye on the accelerator. We are not full throttle to almost the exit of that corner. Like I said, this car is very tricky to handle, top end revs. 100 board on the right. As we get level with that, it's a little dab of the brake in 4th gear. Just make sure again that front end bites. Use all the curb on the exit, just about staying in track limits. With the grass and the tarmac meet, we're going to dab the brake again. Come down to 3rd gear. You get brave in the accelerator and run all the way to the wall without touching it. And that's a run to the line. I'm going to come across for a 38.739. So again, good enough for gold. That's all 3 sectors complete. Now we've just got the 1 lap attack to do. It's a 1 minute 47.5 seconds. So we're just going to show you the full lap, no slowing down at all. We're going to full run through. Before we go any further, guys, if you do like this content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We'll do a lot more of these tutorials for circuit experiences, and also do track guides to earn your 2 million credits for online time trials. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. At the minute we're almost reaching 900. So your support has been absolutely amazing. So let's keep it going. Back to the lap itself. Coming to the bus stop. This is one lap. Like I said, always hard to nail the one lap without making any mistakes. We come down to third gear this time just to get the extra bit of rotation. Slow the car down a little bit more. This right hand there we got a little bit deep, but we end up having a nice cutback in the end. But that is tricky as well to get right. This car, not the easiest car to drive. It's not too bad under braking, but on acceleration it's quite horrible to be honest. Second gear is pretty much a no-no, so you're really careful in second gear. This corner here, it's arguable whether you want to go stay in second. I like to stay in second, I like to keep the revs up, but you have to be careful of that back end. I think sometimes shifting up to third gear, especially in those uphill sections, doesn't really have the punch out the corner. This one's not too bad, as you are running downhill, so third gear does give you that bit more traction. For this one, we're going to stay in second gear. We are uphill as we're braking. Try and stay as tight as you can. Really awkward corner to get right. One of the toughest corners on the track. Really hard to nail that lap after lap. Fast left-hander. Come down to third again for the extra bit of rotation. Up to fourth. A little dab of the brake as we come to the final corner. Getting acceleration nice and early. Just about scraping the wall and getting away with it. So 1:47.5 seconds is our target. And we're going to come across for a 1:44.558. So almost 3 seconds clear of gold. So there is a lot of room there to play with, and I think that is more than achievable. So all sectors done and one lap complete, one lap attack complete as well. Come across to exit. Let's have a look at your rewards. So 48,000 credits just for doing the event itself. As you've earned all bronze in this challenge, we get 200,000 credits, and as you've earned all gold, 1 million credits. So 1.2 million credits, or just over, for doing a lap around Watkins Glen as well as the 3 sectors. So we'll show you the replay of the lap itself, but let me know how you guys get on with this one, because this car isn't the nicest GR3 car to drive. This Genesis does want to kill you top end revs. Just be very careful as you're putting your foot down under acceleration. Braking nice and stable, cornering not too bad, but acceleration for me where this one can be tricky. So if you're struggling with this one, traction control would be helpful, I think, on one definitely. And if you're still struggling with that one, maybe try counterbalance and see how you get on as well. I'm going to do a video on the assists just to see how much they actually slow you down. It's a big myth about traction control, if it slows you down or not, and I know a lot of people that play the game are afraid to use assists. I don't know, they kind of look down upon, frowned upon to use counterbalance or traction control, but at the end of the day it is a game, so if it makes you feel comfortable driving and it makes you faster, then why not? You know, there's no point playing a game if you're going to get frustrated and spin every couple of laps for the sake of putting on traction control or counter steer. I am involved in IRO, which is an endurance racing championship, and we've just done 24 hours at the Nürburgring in mixed conditions. So needless to say, I definitely ran traction control on one in the dry, and when it got damp in intermediate tyres, I whacked that up to traction control on 2. So just to make you feel comfortable and consistent, and we're still on the pace as well with the top guys, so there's no harm in running these assists if needed. So for now guys, that's me done. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the credits, and I'll see you on the next one. Laters.